What's up, guys? What's up, guys? So it's been quite a while since I actually made a video like this. I've been pretty busy lately, so that's why I haven't been uploading a lot. I have a Twitter account and I have a Facebook account, so if you guys want to know what's going on with me, I would say follow me on Twitter or like my Facebook fan page, because that's where I tell you guys everything. Like, you guys didn't even know that I had beaten the game already. I beat it like 2 days ago, Mass Effect 3. And you guys were still talking about, like, oh my god, I can't believe, I can't wait till she plays the end. And I'm just like, I already beat it, guys. So that happened already. So right now, the videos that I'm uploading, when it comes to the reaction videos, they're delayed because I was really busy and I wasn't able to upload them. So I apologize for that, but this is finally my thoughts on the Mass Effect 3 ending. I haven't said a single thing about my thoughts on the Mass Effect 3 ending. Nowhere. I haven't said it on Twitter or Facebook. So you guys are the first to know what I thought of the Mass Effect 3 ending. And I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't watched a single video on YouTube regarding the ending. Like, I haven't seen any of those theories out there. I'm holding back on watching anything because I want to come up with my own ideas. I want to give you my own thoughts before I actually start watching anything. Because I don't want to be influenced by anybody or anything. So here's what I think about the Mass Effect 3 ending. The last few minutes of Mass Effect 3, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. The last few minutes, when after Shepard falls in that one room where he was with the Illusive Man and Anderson, after he falls and then the platform takes him up, after that, that's where things start getting weird. I don't want to say that I hate the ending so much that I'm gonna freaking, join that movement or whatever it's called, like this like change Mass Effect 3 ending movement thing, or sign this petition. What? If BioWare decides to change it, or they add a DLC or whatever, awesome. I'm gonna play it. But I'm not gonna, like, sit there and waste my time with that. I'm not happy with the ending, just because, not because it was bad, but because it didn't fit. It didn't fit Mass Effect. And it didn't really end the series for me. So that's my biggest issue. It's not like, oh my god, that was horrible. It was so bad. No, it's not like that. And really, when it ended, I was expecting something horrible. Like, I was seriously expecting this, the Crucible to be this time machine, and it was gonna take you back in time, and it was like nothing ever happened. That's what I was expecting. I was like, the Crucible's gonna be a time machine, and it's gonna be so stupid. But no, I was like, that's it? I don't like the ending, just, like, for the reasons that I said. It doesn't fit. It felt like it was tacked on, like it was just, they thought it was a good idea, they thought it was cool, and they just put it on there. Because BioWare has always said that they knew the ending to Mass Effect since the beginning. They didn't come up with a game. They came up with a trilogy in the beginning. So they already knew, they claim, how Mass Effect was going to end. They already knew from the beginning. They said, this is what we want to do. This is the story we want to tell in a trilogy. This is the beginning, this is the ending. And add whatever you want in between. But I highly doubt that the ending that we saw for Mass Effect 3 was planned since the beginning. I don't think I don't know why. I feel like it was influenced by other games, recent games, the ending of Mass Effect 3. It felt so much like Deus Ex Human Revolution, the ending. And I think what BioWare was trying to do is they were trying to have like a philosophical, mind-blowing, almost religious ending. You know, those types of endings that not a lot of video games have. Endings that are pretty out of the ordinary and just make you think, and you're just like, oh wow. Where you question you end up questioning your morals, you end up questioning what you believe in, you end up questioning technology and that type of stuff. And that's exactly what Deus Ex Human Revolution did. It gave you 3 options, and you had to choose, and you were just like, and at the end, it all came down to it, and you were just like, oh my god. Like, it really made you think of life. It really made you think of technology. It made you think of everything. And it seemed like that's what Mass Effect 3 was trying to do. And I was just like, and the reason why it didn't work is because that's not what Mass Effect was about. Deus Ex, that's what it's about. Deus Ex is about morals. It's about morality. It's about the humanity. It's about you inside. It's about letting yourself being changed by technology. Is that good? Is that bad? It's about losing your humanity or gaining it. You know, it's that type of stuff. That's what Deus Ex is about. So that ending fit. But in Mass Effect, it didn't fit because that's not what it was about. Mass Effect was a sci-fi. You know, it was, and the ending of Mass Effect 3 was very science fiction. Like, it was very science fiction. But to the point, it was so sci-fi that it didn't fit with Mass Effect. Because Mass Effect, the series, it was about good against evil. It was about fighting. It was about fighting for life to continue. It was this war. It was a war story. It's exactly what BioWare has always said. It's a war story. And it didn't end like a war story. It ended like a philosophical thriller. Like, you were just like, you know, it just didn't fit. And that's the reason why so many people didn't get closure, was because it didn't fit. Because it all of a sudden took a different turn. It almost turned into a different game. And for that to work, you need another sequel. Or you need another game coming after this. And even though BioWare says we are going to continue the Mass Effect series after Mass Effect 3, they said the Shepard story is done. Shepard is done. So I don't understand why they have this scene in the Red ending, and I've seen all the endings already, in the Red ending where Shepard takes a breath, or somebody takes a breath. It's like, you know, and then it goes to the credits. It's like, what was that, Shepard? Were you gonna make another game with Shepard? You just said that you weren't. So why did they do that? Or who was that? Was that Shepard? It had to be. I mean, who else was it? So they just tried to really blow our minds in a game that's not what it was about. That's not why we were such loyal fans. We're not loyal fans to it because we wanted a twist at the end. We wanted an ending. We wanted a closure. We wanted to know what was going to happen to these characters. It was so much about the characters. Mass Effect has always been about the characters, the story, and how they get through this story. How they end up, you know, saving the galaxy. These characters, and it ended like not even touching upon that. It was just like, do this or do that, and that's it. And then you do it, and is there closure? Do you know what happened to the characters? No. You don't know what happened to everybody on Earth. You don't know what happened to the fleets that were all stuck in the Soul Relay because the Mass Effect fields or the mass relays are gone now. So they're just stuck there? Everybody? In the Soul? That's kind of messed up. I mean, that's like, you serious? I got all these people together for that? Like, I united the freaking races. I cured the genophage. The freaking Quarians and the Geth are friends now. Like, the freaking Quarians have Rannoch already? And you're seriously telling me that the Quarians that are over here in the Soul Relay are never gonna go back to Rannoch? That's super depressing. So I'm just like, what? It was missing something. It was missing, like a lot of people say, closure. So a lot of people just say, I hate it. It was stupid. It's bad writing. It wasn't that. It wasn't about bad writing. It wasn't about... I think BioWare put a lot of thought into this, but they didn't. They thought that it was going to be such a mind blower that nothing else was going to matter. And that's not what Mass Effect was about. If Mass Effect was about all these huge issues that they tried to all of a sudden incorporate, then it would have worked. But that's not what Mass Effect was about. Mass Effect was about the characters. It was about the union between these people. It was about what you're doing in the galaxy and how that is making a difference. It was about rallying everybody, one person, rallying these people. Like Hackett says, all you need is people to believe in you. And he says, and that's what they did for you, for Shepard. He said you went in Mass Effect 2, you went on this suicide mission, and it was almost sure that you weren't going to come back. I mean, a suicide mission. Who would sign up for that? It's like, okay, guys, we're going to go for a suicide mission. Hell yeah! You know, it was all Shepard because they believed in him. And then that's why the ending didn't work, because they were focusing too much on it being some kind of philosophical thriller, mind-blowing, and almost religious ending. And the reason why I say religious is because after the credits, there's this guy, an older guy, and a little boy. And they're staring up, and there's like 2 moons or planets or whatever. Obviously not Earth. And it looks like the planet where the Normandy was marooned on, where the Normandy crashed on. Because when the Normandy crashes on that planet, you could see those 2 moons or those 2 planets right in front of you. So it's most likely that planet. So whoever those people are, the guy and the little boy, maybe the guy is Joker, or maybe an older Joker or somebody, you know? What caught my attention was when the little boy says, tell me another story about the Shepard. And I was like, the Shepard? They did that on purpose. They didn't just say, oh, let's call Shepard the Shepard. No. They're playing with the word Shepard, because you know, the word shepherd isn't just a name. It's a word, right? Someone that herds sheep. What shepherd also means is somebody that leads you in a certain direction or that guides you towards a certain place. And that's what kind of delves into like this religious type of topic, because if you think of for example, somebody that's considered a shepherd, it usually is somebody that is going to that their sacrifice is going to change the future, is going to change the future for everybody, that's going to change everybody's lives for good or for bad. It's that person, their sacrifice. It's the shepherd that is sacrificing him or herself for the galaxy, or for whatever in the galaxy in this case. For example, Jesus, he's also known as the shepherd. He sacrificed himself again for there to be a change in our future.